Yo, sound check. Let's see, bro, if we're live, bro. Yo, sound check. Mute na, bro. Okay, feedback siya, bro. Yo. Goods. Yes, start. Check to the note. Yo. Sound check. Good. Let's go. Oh, you click it. Sana na-bookmark pa to kaya almost to go. Everything is upset. The Warrior of the Light has the qualities of a rock. When he is on flat terrain, everything around him is in harmony and he remains stable. People can build their houses upon him, and the storm will not destroy them. When, however, he is placed on a slope, and the things around him show neither balance nor respect, then he reveals his strength. He rolls toward the enemy that is threatening his peace. At such moments, the warrior is a devastating force, and no one can stop him. A warrior of the light thinks about both war and peace and knows how to act in accordance with the circumstances. Next page. Wait. Pause ito kadali guys. Kay walay water. Very. Yo, we are back, guys. Quarter kay basig pugga niya. A warrior of the light who trusts too much in his intelligence will end up underestimating the power of his opponent. it is important not to forget that sometimes strength is more effective than strategy. A bullfight is over quickly because the bull quickly learns that it is being tricked, and its next step is to charge the bullfighter. When that happens, no amount of brilliance, argument, intelligence, or charm can avert tragedy. That is why the warrior never underestimates brute force. When it proves too violent, he withdraws from the battlefield until his enemy has exhausted himself. Next page. The warrior of the light knows when the enemy is stronger. If he decides to confront him, he will be destroyed instantly. If he responds to his provocations, he will fall into the trap. So, he uses diplomacy to resolve the difficult situation in which he finds himself. When the enemy behaves childishly, he does the same. When he challenges him to a fight, he pretends not to understand. His friends say he's a coward. But the warrior pays no attention because he knows that all the rage and courage of a little bird are as nothing to a cat. In such situations, the warrior remains patient. The enemy will soon go off in search of others to provoke. Next page. A warrior of the light is never indifferent to injustice. He knows that all are one and that each individual action affects everyone on the planet. That is why, when confronted by suffering of others, he uses his sword to restore order. But even though he fights against oppression, at no point does he attempt to judge the oppressor. Each person will answer for his actions before God, and so, once the warrior has completed his task, he makes no further comment. A warrior of the light is in the world in order to help his fellow man, not to condemn his neighbor. Next page. A warrior of the light is never cowardly. Flight might be an excellent form of defense, but it cannot be used when one is very afraid. When in doubt, the warrior prefers to face defeat and lick his wounds because he knows that if he flees, he gives the aggressor greater power than he deserves. In difficult and painful times, the warrior faces overwhelming odds with heroism, resignation, and courage. Next page. A warrior of the light is never in a hurry. Time works in his favor. He learns to master his impatience and avoids acting without thinking. By walking slowly, he becomes aware of the firmness of his step. He knows that he is taking part in a decisive moment in the history of humanity, and he needs to change himself before he can transform the world. That is why he remembers the words of Lanza del Vasto. A revolution takes time to settle in. A warrior never picks fruit when it is still green. Next page. A warrior of the light needs both patience and speed. The two worst strategic mistakes to make are acting prematurely and letting an opportunity slip. To avoid this, the warrior treats each situation as if it were unique and never resorts to formulate formulate recipes or other people's opinions. The Caliph Moayyad asked Omar bin Alas the secret of his great political skills. I never get involved in something without having first worked out my retreat. Then again, I have never gone into a situation and immediately wanted to run straight out again. Next page. Next page. A warrior of the light often loses heart. He believes that nothing can stir in him the emotion he desires. He is forced to spend many nights feeling that he is one of the vanquished and nothing seems able to restore his enthusiasm. His friends say, perhaps his fight is over. The warrior feels pain and confusion when he hears such remarks because he knows that he has not yet reached the place he wanted to reach. But he is stubborn and refuses to relinquish his aims. Then, when he least expects it, a new door opens. A warrior of the light always keeps his heart free of any feelings of hatred. When he goes into battle, he remembers what Christ said, "Love your enemies," and he obeys. But he knows that the act of forgiveness does not mean that he must accept everything. A warrior cannot bow his head, for if he did, he would lose sight of the horizon of his dreams. He accepts that his opponents are there to test his valor, his persistence, and his ability to make decisions. They force him to fight for his dreams. It is the experience of battle that strengthens the warrior of the light. Next page. The warrior remembers the past. He knows about man's spiritual quest, and that this quest has been responsible for some of history's finest pages. But also some of history's worst chapters, massacres, sacrifices, and obscurantism. What is that? It is used for personal ends and has seen its ideas used to defend the most terrible of intentions. The warrior has heard people ask, "How am I to know that the path I am on is the right one?" And he has seen many people abandon the quest because they cannot answer that question. The warrior has no doubts because he follows one infallible saying, "By their fruits you shall know them," said Jesus. Following his rule, he never goes wrong. Next page. The warrior of the light knows the importance of intuition. In the midst of battle, he does not have time to think about the enemy's blows, so he uses his instinct and obeys his angel. In times of peace, he deciphers the signs that God sends him. People say, "He's mad," or "He lives in a fantasy world," or even, How can he possibly believe in such illogical things? But the warrior knows that the intuition is God's language, and he continues listening to the wind and talking to the stars. Next page. The warrior of the light sits around a fire with his companions. They talk about his conquest, and any strangers who join the group are made welcome because everyone is proud of his life and of his good fight. The warrior speaks enthusiastically about the path, about how he resisted a particular challenge, or the solution he found to one especially difficult situation. When he tells stories, he invests his words with passion and romance. Sometimes he exaggerates a little. He remembers that at times his ancestors used to exaggerate too. That is why he does the same thing, but he never confuses pride with vanity, and he never relieves his own exaggerations. Next page. The warrior hears someone say, "I need to understand everything before I can make a decision. I want to have the freedom to change my mind." The warrior regards these words suspiciously. He too enjoys that freedom, but this does not prevent him from taking on a commitment, even if he does not know quite why he does so. A warrior of the light makes decisions. His soul is as free as the clouds in the sky, but is committed to his dream. On his freely chosen path, he often has to get up earlier than he would like, speak to people from whom he learns nothing, make certain sacrifices. His friends say, "You're not free." The warrior is free, but he knows that an open oven bakes no bread. Next page. To engage in any activity, the warrior needs to know what to expect, how to achieve the objective, and whether or not he is capable of carrying out the proposed task. Only a person who, suitably equipped, feels no desire for the results of conquest and yet remains absorbed in the struggle can truly say that he has renounced the fruits of victory. One can renounce the fruit, but the renunciation does not signal indifference to the result. The warrior of the light listens with respect to Gandhi's strategy and remains unconvinced by those who, incapable of achieving any result at all, preach renunciation. Next page. The warrior of the light pays attention to small things because they can severely hamper him. A thorn, however tiny, can cause the traveler to halt. A tiny invisible cell, can destroy a healthy organism. The memory of a past moment of fear allows cowardice to be reborn with each new morning. A fraction of a second opens the way for the enemy's fatal blow. The warrior is attentive to small things. Sometimes he is hard on himself, but he prefers to act in this way. The devil is in the details, says an old proverb. Next page. The warrior of the light does not always have faith. There are moments when he believes in absolutely nothing, and he asks his heart, "Is all of this effort really worth it?" But his heart remains silent, and the warrior has to decide for himself. He looks for an example and remembers that Jesus went through something similar in order to inhabit fully the human condition. "Take away this cup from me," said Jesus. He too lost heart and courage, but he didn't stop. The warrior of the light continues despite his lack of faith. He goes forward, and in the end, faith returns. Next page. The warrior knows that no man is an island. He cannot fight alone. Whatever his plan, he depends on other people. He needs to discuss his strategy, to ask for help, and in moments of relaxation, to have someone with whom he can sit by the fire, someone he can regale with tales of battle. But he does not allow people to confuse his camaraderie with insecurity. He is transparent in his actions and secretive in his plan. A warrior of the light dances with his companions, but does not place the responsibility for his actions on anyone else. In the intervals between battles, the warrior rests. Often, he spends the whole day doing nothing because that is what his heart demands. But his intuition remains alert. He does not commit the capital sin of sloth because he knows where that can lead. To the warm monotony of Sunday afternoons when time simply passes. The warrior called this the peace of the cemetery because he remembers a passage from Revelation. I know by thy works that thou art neither cold nor hot. So then, because thou art lukewarm and neither cold nor hot, I will spew thee out of my mouth. The warrior rests and laughs, but he is always alert. Next page. The warrior of the light knows that everyone is afraid of everyone else. This fear generally manifests itself in two ways: through aggression or through submission. Excuse me. There are two facets of the same problem. That is why, whenever he finds himself before someone who fills him with fear, the warrior reminds himself that the other person has the same insecurities as he has. He has surmounted similar obstacles and experienced the same problems. But he knows how to deal with a situation better. Why? Because he uses fear as an engine, not as a brake. The warrior learns from his opponent and acts in a similar manner. Next page. For the warrior, there is no such thing as an impossible love. He is not intimidated by silence, indifference, or rejection. He knows that behind the mask of eyes that people wear, there beats a heart of fire. Jyote pala ito eh. That is why the warrior takes more risks. The warrior takes more risks than other people. He is constantly seeking the love of someone, even if that means often having to hear the word no. Returning home defeated and feeling rejected in body and soul. A warrior never gives in to fear when he is searching for what he needs. Without love, he is nothing. Next page. The warrior of the light recognizes the silence that precedes an important battle. The silence says, things have stopped. Why not forget about fighting and enjoy yourself a little? At this point, inexperienced combatants lay down their arms and complain that they are bored. The warrior listens intently to that silence and understands that somewhere something is happening. He knows that devastating earthquakes arrive without warning. He has walked through forests at night and knows that it is precisely when the animals are silent the danger is near. While others talk, the warrior trains himself in the use of the sword and keeps his eye on the horizon. Next page. The warrior of the light is a believer. Because he believes in miracles, miracles begin to happen. Because he is sure that these thoughts can change his life. His life begins to change. Because he is certain that he will find love. Because he is certain that he will find love, love appears. Now and then, he is disappointed. Sometimes, he gets hurt. Then, he hears people say, he's so ingenuous. Ingenuous? But the warrior knows that it is worth it. For every defeat, he has 2 victories in his favor. All believers know this. Next page. The warrior of the light has learned that it is best to follow the light. Yo, sound check. He has behaved treacherously. He has lied. He has strayed from the path. He has courted darkness, and everything was fine, as if nothing had happened. Then an abyss suddenly opens up. One can take 1,000 steps in safety, but a single step too many can put an end to everything. Excuse me. The warrior stops before he destroys himself. When he makes that decision, he hears 4 comments. You always do the wrong thing. You're too old to change. You're no good. You don't deserve it. He looks up at the sky, and the voice says, "My dear, everyone makes mistakes. You're forgiven, but I cannot force that forgiveness on you. It's your choice, your music." The true warrior of the light accepts that forgiveness. Wait, take note of that. So time to deny. Next page. The warrior of the light is always trying to improve. Every blow his sword carries with it centuries of wisdom and meditation. Every blow needs to have the strength and skill of all warriors of the past who, even today, continue to bless the struggle. Each movement during combat honors the movements that the previous generations tried to transmit through the tradition. The warrior develops the beauty of his blows. Next page. A warrior of the light is reliable. He makes a few mistakes. He sometimes thinks he is more important than he really is. He does not lie. When people gather around a fire, he talks to his friends, male and female. He knows that his words are stored in the memory of the universe, like a testimony of what he thinks. The warrior asked himself, "Why do I talk so much, when often I am incapable of carrying out everything I say?" His heart replies, "When you defend your ideas in public, then you have to make an effort to live accordingly." It is because he believes that he is what he says, he is that warrior ends up becoming precisely that. Next page. The warrior knows that there are occasional pauses in the struggle. There's no point in forcing things. He must have patience and wait for the two sides to clash again. In the silence of the battlefield, he listens to his heart beating. He notices that he is tense and afraid. The warrior takes stock of his life. He makes sure that his sword is sharp, his heart satisfied, that faith still burns in his soul. He knows that maintenance is as important as action. There is always something not quite right, and the warrior takes advantage of those moments when time stops to equip himself better. Next page. The warrior knows that an angel and a devil are both competing for his sword hand. The devil says, "You will weaken. You will not know exactly when. You are afraid." Excuse me. The angel says, "You will weaken. You will not know exactly when. You are afraid." The warrior is surprised. Both the angel and devil have said the same thing. The devil continues, "Let me help you." And the angel says, "I will help you." At that moment, the warrior understands the difference. The words may be the same, but these two allies are completely different. And he chooses the angel's hands. Next page. Whenever the warrior draws his sword, he uses it. It can be used to clear a path, to help someone, to fend off danger, but a sword, it is a precious thing and does not like to see its blade exposed for no reason. That is why the warrior never makes threats. He can attack, defend himself, or flee. All of these attitudes form part of combat. It is not, however, part of combat to diminish the force of a blow by talking about it. Talking about it. A warrior of the light is always alert to the movements of his sword. But he never forgets that the sword is watching his every move as well. The sword was not made to be used by the mouth. Next page. Sometimes, evil pursues the warrior of the light. And when it does, he calmly invites it into his tent. He asks evil, "Do you want to hurt me or use me to hurt others?" Evil pretends not to hear. It says that it knows of the darkness of the warrior's soul. It touches wounds that have not yet healed and calls for vengeance. It mentions certain tricks and subtle poisons that will help him destroy his enemies. The warrior of the light listens. In the conversation lags, he encourages evil to continue talking by asking all about its various plans. When he has heard everything, he gets up and leaves. Evil feels so weary and empty after all this talk that it does not have the strength to follow him. Next page. The warrior of the light unwittingly takes a false step and plunges into the abyss. Ghosts frighten him and solitude torments him. His aim had been to fight the good fight, and he never imagined that this would happen to him. But it did. Shrouded in darkness, he makes contact with his master. "Master, I have fallen into the abyss," he says. "The waters are deep and dark." "Remember one thing," replies his master. "You do not drown simply by plunging into water. You only drown if you stay beneath the surface." And the warrior uses all his strength to escape from his predicament. Next page. The warrior of the light behaves like a child. People are shocked. They have forgotten that a child needs to have fun and to play. To be slightly irreverent, and to ask awkward, childish questions, to talk nonsense that not even he believes in. And they say, horrified. "So this is the spiritual path, is it?" He's so immature. The warrior feels proud of such comments, and he remains in touch with God through his innocence and his joy, without ever losing sight of his mission. Next page. The Latin root of the word responsibility reveals its true meaning: the capacity to respond, to react. A responsible warrior is one who has proved able to observe and to learn. He is even capable of being irresponsible. Sometimes, he has allowed himself to be carried along by a situation without responding or reacting. Excuse me. But he always learned his lesson. He took a stand, listened to advice, and was humble enough to accept help. A responsible warrior is not someone who takes the weight of the world on his shoulders, but someone who has learned to deal with the challenges of the moment. A warrior of the light cannot always choose his battlefield. Sometimes, in the middle battles, not of his choosing, he is taken by surprise. But there is no point in running away. Those battles will merely follow him. Then, at the point when conflict seems almost inevitable, the warrior talks to his opponent, showing neither fear nor cowardice. He tries to find out why the other man wants to fight. What made him leave his village in order to seek him out to fight this duel? Without even unsheathing his sword, the warrior persuades his opponent that it is not a fight for him. A warrior of the light listens to what his opponent has to say. He only fights if absolutely necessary. Next page. This The warrior of the light is terrified when making important decisions. This is too much for you, says a friend. Go on, be brave, says another. And so his doubts grow. After some days of anxiety, he withdraws to the corner of his tent, where he usually sits to meditate and pray. He sees himself in the future. He sees the people who will benefit or be harmed by his attitude. He does not want to cause pointless suffering, but nor does he want to abandon the path. The warrior allows the decision to reveal itself. If he has to say yes, he will say it bravely. If he has to say no, he will say it without a trace of cowardice. The warrior of the light accepts his personal legend completely. His companions say he has remarkable faith. For a moment, the warrior feels proud, then immediately feels ashamed of what he has heard because he does not have as much faith as he appears to have. At that moment, his angel whispers, "You're only an instrument of the light. There is no reason to feel proud or to feel guilty. There are only reasons to feel happy." And the warrior of the light, aware now that he is but an instrument, feels calmer and more secure. Next page. Yo! Hitler may have lost the war on the battlefield, but he ended up winning something too, says Marek Halter. Because man in the 20th century created a concentration camp and revived torture and taught his fellow men that it is possible to close their eyes to the misfortunes of others. Perhaps he is right. There are abandoned children, massacred civilians, innocent people imprisoned, lonely old people, drunks in the gutter, madmen in power. But perhaps it isn't right after all. For there are also warriors of the light. And the warriors of the light never accept what is unacceptable. Next page. The warrior of the light never forgets the old saying, the good little goat doesn't bleed. What's bleed? Bleed. Lamb bleeding. Injustices happen. Everyone finds themselves in situations they do not deserve, usually when they are unable to defend themselves. Defeat often knocks at the warrior's door. At such times, he remains silent. He does not waste energy on words because they can do nothing. He knows it is best to use his strength to resist and have patience. Knowing that someone is watching, someone who saw the necessary suffering and who will not accept it, that someone gives him what he most needs: time. Sooner or later, everything will once more work in his favor. A warrior of the light is wise. He does not talk about his defeats. Next page. A sword may not last very long, but the warrior of the light must. That is why he never allows himself to be deceived by his own abilities and therefore avoids being taken by surprise. He gives each thing the value it deserves. Often, when a warrior is pondering grave matters, the devil whispers in his ear, "Don't worry about that. It's not important." At others, when he's faced by banalities, the devil says to him, "You should pour all your energies into resolving this situation." The warrior does not listen to what the devil is telling him. He is the master of his sword. Next page. A warrior of the light is always vigilant. He does not ask anyone else for permission to wield his sword. He simply takes it in his hands, nor does he waste time explaining his actions. Faithful to God's decisions, he gives his answer in what he does. He looks to the either side of him and identifies his friends. He looks behind him and identifies his opponents. He is implacable with treachery, but he does not seek revenge. He merely drives away the enemies of his life, never fighting with them any longer than is necessary. A warrior does not try to appear one way or the other. He simply is. The warrior does not keep company with those who wish to harm him, nor is he seen in the company of those who want to console him. He avoids anyone who is only by his side in the event of a defeat. These false friends want to prove that weakness is rewarded. They always bring him bad news. They always try to destroy the warrior's confidence, and all under the cloak of solidarity. Agreeing, especially in comics. When they see him wounded, they dissolve in tears. But in their heart, they are happy because the warrior has lost a battle. They do not understand that it is part of the fight. A true companion of a warrior are beside him always, during the difficult times and the easy times. Next page. At the beginning of his struggle, the warrior of the light stated, "I have dreams." After some years, he realizes that it is actually possible to reach his goal. He knows that he will be rewarded. At that moment, he felt sad. He knows about other people's unhappiness, about the loneliness and the frustration experienced by so much of humanity. And he does not believe that he deserves what he is about to receive. His angel whispers, "Give it all up." The warrior kneels down and offers God his conquests. The act of surrender forces the warrior to stop asking foolish questions and help him overcome his feelings of guilt. The warrior of the light has the sword in his hands. He is the one who decides what he will do and what he will never do. There are moments when life leads him into a crisis and he is separated from things he has always loved. It is then that the warrior reflects. Excuse me. He checks if he is fulfilling God's will or if he is merely acting selfishly. If this separation is really part of his path, then he accepts it without complaint. If, however, such a separation was provoked by someone else's perverse actions, then he is implacable in his response. The warrior possesses both force and forgiveness. He can use both with equal skill. Next page. The warrior of the light never falls into a trap of that word freedom. When his people are oppressed, freedom is a very clear concept. At such times, using sword and shield, he fights as long as he has breath and life. When contrasted with oppression, freedom is easy to understand. But sometimes, the warrior hears older people saying, "When I stop working, I will be free." A year later, the same people are complaining. Life is all boring routine. In this case, freedom is difficult to understand. The warrior of the light is always committed. He is the slave of his dream and free to act. Next page. A warrior of the light is not constantly repeating the same struggle, especially when there are neither advances nor retreats. If a battle is not progressing, he knows that he must sit down with enemy and negotiate a truce. They have both practiced the art of the sword. Now, they need to understand each other. There is a dignified gesture, not a cowardly one. It is a balance of forces and a change of strategy. Once the peace plans have been drawn up, the warrior returns to their houses. They do not need to prove anything to anyone. They fought the good fight and kept the faith. Each one gave a little, thus learning the art of negotiation. Next page. The friends of the Warrior of the Light ask him where he draws his energy from. He says, from the hidden enemy. His friends ask who that is. The warrior responds, someone we can no longer hurt. It might be a boy who beat him in a childhood fight, the girlfriend who left him when he was 11, or the teacher who said he was stupid. When he is tired, the warrior reminds himself that these enemies have still not seen his courage. He does not consider revenge because the hidden enemy is no longer part of his story. He thinks only improving his skills so that his deeds will be known throughout the world and reach the ears of those who have heard him in the past. Yesterday's pain is the warrior of the light. Strength. Yesterday's pain is the warrior of the light's strength. Next page. A warrior of the light always has a second chance. Always has a second chance in life. Like all other men and women, he was not born knowing how to use a sword. He made many mistakes before he discovered his personal legend. No warrior can sit down by the fire and tell others, I always did the right thing. Anyone who says this is lying and has not yet learned to know himself, the true warrior of the light has committed injustices in the past. But as he proceeds on his journey, he realizes that the people to whom he did not behave correctly always cross his path again. It is his chance to right the wrong he didn't, and he always unhesitatingly seizes that chance. Next page. A warrior is as wise as a serpent and as innocent as a dove. When people gather to talk, he does not judge the behavior of others. He knows that evil uses an invisible net to spread its darkness. This net catches in a snippet of information floating in the air and transforms it into the intrigue and envy that infest the human soul. Thus, everything that is said about someone reaches the ears of the enemies of that person, augmented by the dark weight of poison and malice. For this reason, When the warrior speaks of his brother's opinions, he imagines that his brother is there present, listening to what he is saying. So, mga to guys, ang part 2. Ako sa ni bookmark. Let's react sa mga vid. Next time sa ning basag libro. Edok ka. Reaction video. Lock ba? How to lock this, bro? Be right back. Check it out. Top chat. Hindi siya makuha ba? Search na ba? Is there a way? Let's say in my phone, but I want to change to baby. Is there a way? Right now, I can't remember if things studio mode. Studio mode. Pag-post na diba? Studio mode. Studio mode. Studio mode. Alright, yes sir. Thanks, bro. Studio mode today. Let's see. BRB sa the guys. Nasa tayo sa board. Live. Reaction video. Sound. Wala itong YouTube. Balik, balik. Tara deh. Tokoro, no? Yo, what the hell? Bro, so this is my edit. Check it. Serem nih. Udah deh. Yo. Studio mode. Para ngadol. Sedang kawan. Ritme. Yo. Let's go. Masana. Boxing prank. Ano sa tanong boxing prank ni Gon? Ni Sir Gavin. Boxing prank ni Sir Gavin.
Help build the cycle of strength. Give Ensure Gold with Strength Pro.
Ibabad muna siya sa tubig.
The cycle of strength. Give Ensure Gold with Strength Pro.
Ibabad muna siya sa tubig.
The cycle of strength. Give Ensure Gold with Strength Pro.
Ibabad muna siya sa tubig. Ibabad muna siya sa tubig. Dito, ibabad sa gamitin. So, ilang araw na rin mula nung na-prank ko yung mga kapatid ko. Actually, naaalala ko nga na ginawa ko na yun, parang pinrank ko yung sarili ko dahil yun yung nagiinuman sila. Yung sabi ko, stop na inuman, tapos binuhos ko sa akin. Parang pinrank ko yung sarili ko dun eh. Kaya ngayon namimiss ko lang gawa ng kalokohan yung mga kapatid ko. Kaya ngayong araw ko may naisip po akong gawin para sa kanila. At ito po, connected po yung boxing dito. Kaya kanina, bumili na ako ng mga kits o yung mga kagamitan, equipments para sa boxing. Ito na nga. Asa yung mga mouthpiece natin dyan, gloves. Ano gagawin lang tayo kalokohan, sir, ngayon eh. Sir, ano ba yung mouthpiece yung kumakapit yung laway?
Sabi ko lang, Jay, bigyan mo nga si Sir Bill.
Right, double. Ayan! Ayan na lang. Alright, kompleto na tayo ng mga gasket natin. Yan! At eto ngayon yung yun. Ayan. Ito yung yung pang ganon, yung pang sangga-sangga. Ito naman yung boxing gloves. At ang pinaka-importante po nitong binili ko ay etong mga mouth guard. O yung nilalagay sa bibig para hindi ka mapekto. Kasi ang gagawin ko dito, kunwari, training, boxing, ganyan. Pero di nila alam. Ayan. Ito isa. Kuha tayo ng makulay. Kasi iba yung ano eh. Ito yung isa. Ayan. Ito yung isa. Siyempre, magkamukha yan. Ngayon, ang gagawin ko kasi dito ay ganito. Ang tamang paggamit ng mouthguard ay alamin mo muna kung anong kulay ang sinuot mo. Anong kulay ba ang sinuot mo? Tamang-tama pala. Dahil yung mismo sinusuot mo, yan ang gamit natin para sa example dito. Napakaswerte mo. Dahil ang pangalawang tamang paggamit ay linisin muna ang mismong mouthguard. Kaya napakaswerte mo dahil nalinis ko na yan. Ang steps lang ay kailangan ibabad mo na siya sa tubig. Dito, ibabad sa gamitin mo.
Ay, ko.
Pero, alam ko magagalit yung iba sa inyo. Nandidiri. Yun lang mapapanood nila. Ikakat ko. Pero, syempre, hindi nila alam, ito yung gagamitin natin isa. Yan. Siguro, ito, wala nang hindi ko ito dinublo, babago yan. Siguro, ikakagalit nyo nandito kasi konti lang yung binili kong ganyan. Kapag gagamitin ng iba, ililisterin ko na lang, bababad ko sa listerin. Yun na lang yung way para hugasan. And then, pag tinamad ako, di ko na rin nahugasan. Ito yung binabad natin Tatapon na natin. Ayan. Tapos, again, ito gagamitin natin para sa kanila. Subukan ko muna sa best friend ko. Kung mahal na mahal ko. Okay ko muna. Louie! Boy! Balik ka lang.
Albert!
Balik. Ha? Hindi. Ito boy, feeling ko kasi kailangan natin ito. Humihina na yung katawan natin.
Oo, ano yan?
Exercise pa. Exercise. Hindi.
Let's go.
Wala gago. Wala. Ngayon boy, naisip ko, ba't di ka tayo mag-boxing?
Bakit na may helmet ka?
Hindi.
Ay, yung iwas-iwasan lang.
Oo.
Sige.
Ito yung isang gloves.
Ayun.
Ito, suot mo yung gloves.
Okay.
Ngayon ako si Coach Cockroach.
Cockroach?
Ito, yung gano'n.
Ay, susuntok-suntok ako.
Oo.
Tapos?
Gano'n. Kaya parang ganyan.
Okay.
Kunyari. Susuntokin mo na. Sample lang. Then, yan. Yung gano'n. Pero boy, siyempre, safety first tayo. Safety first. Siyempre, handa na rin kita ng ano.
Ay, mouthpiece!
Mouthpiece.
Bakit susuntok ka ba?
Paano kung matamaan ka? Di pa, basic
Sabagay,
pa nga lang tayo
sabagay.
Basic eh.
Gaganon pa kasi yan,
Mo na yan. Pakakita mo. Yan, ganyan mo lang. Yan. Okay. Ready? Kahit kagatin mo.
Ano? Boxerol!
At least boy, safe tayo. Ayan. Okay. Left, right. Sabi sa'yo eh, tatamaan ka eh. Boy, parang ilang ka.
Ang basic kasi ako.
Ha?
May braces ako eh.
Ay, ilang ka? Teka lang, boy. Meron ako dito kami.
Boxer.
Yung tutorial. Hindi, alam natin boxing yung tutorial muna bago para anuin yung ano.
Okay.
Sa sa mouth guard. Tutorial muna. May tutorial akong ginawa dyan. Sagot.
Wala ko rin lasa to.
Ha?
Wala rin lasa.
Wala talaga lasa yan, oh. Oh, tingnan mo.
Ang paggamit ng
Oh, yun, oh. Oh.
ang tamang paggamit
Dito
ng mouth guard, alamin mo muna kung anong kulay ang sinuot mo.
Anong kulay?
Anong kulay ba ang sinuot
Blue.
mo?
Wala, lasa na yan.
Blue daw.
Blue.
Tamang-tama pala. Dahil yung mismo sinusuot mo, yan ang gamit natin para sa example dito. Napakaswerte mo. Dahil ang pangalawang tamang paggamit ay linisin muna
Uy, nilinis.
ang mismong mouth guard.
Oo.
Kaya napakaswerte
Alam mo.
mo dahil nalinis ko na yan.
Oo.
Ang steps lang ay kailangan ibabad muna siya sa tubig.
Ayun, oh.
Dito, ibabad. Dito, ibabad.
Putang ina mo!
Lasang echas, par.
Sabi mo yung kakainin! Ha? May kinain ka ba?
Wala.
Oh, wala ba? Boy. Boy, joke lang. Ikaw naman. Boy, testing ko. Sabog. Boy, tinapon ko. Tinapon ko yun.
Sure yan, sure yan.
Sure yun, sure yun. Kunyari lang yun. Hindi ko na.
Ang katawan ko eh.
Ha?
Nag-react.
Ngayon, ang gagawin natin dito, babarin natin sa listerin. Par.
Ay, siyempre, sinubo ko din eh.
Oo. Oo. Yun yung sinasabi ko.
Lagi nakakasulasok.
Ha?
Kaya na.
Ang gagawin natin, boy. Di ba, listerin? Hygienic tayo eh.
Ha?
Hygienic.
Hindi ka man lang bumili ng marami.
Ha?
Yung marami.
200 yung sa bibig ka?
Hindi, okay na yun. Baka mo na.
Oo. Di naman sila ba?
Oo nga, oo
Di
nga.
ba? Di ba?
Hindi rin. Kaya nagtututbrush naman ako.
Oo.
Every ano lang, 3 days.
Ah, tayo sa kanila.
Oo.
Stop. Very, very.
Uy. Bakit? Boy, alam mo, napapansin ko sa atin. Nananaba tayo. Kailangan...
Ikaw lang!
Oy, boy.
Nagka-diet na ako!
Kailangan natin mag-exercise. Kaya boy, naisip ko, what if kaya ka...
Sige, magkakaglitch yun. Good.
Asan yan? Ha? What if kaya ito.
Bakit ano yan?
Mag-boxing tayo.
Boxing?
Boxing. Pero boy, parang ako si Coach Freddy Roach. Kasi, ako yung yung... Sige. Try muna. Kasi syempre boy, nananabahan eh. Okay, ganyan muna. Sample. Kunyari. Ito, kaliwete kasi ito eh. Alright?
Uy,
marunong.
Uy!
Pero,
Bakit?
kailangan safety tayo.
Paano?
Halika, mag-ano ka muna. Kasi baka mamaya hindi mo masundan yung speed kayo. Mag-mouth guard ka muna.
Sige.
Mouth guard ka. Mouth guard.
Gumaganti kasi.
Yan.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh,
Ano
paano?
mo kagating mo? Ayan.
Wild card!
Walang baliktad dyan!
Gaga yan!
Oh. Ayan. Okay, subo mo. Ayan.
Subo mo to.
1, 2, 3, go!
Pang! Pang!
Oh,
Tama.
Ilag ka!
Gago.
Teka lang. Naiilang ka sa... Naku, ganun ke. May tutorial ako dyan. Hindi, isubo mo. Paano tutorial?
Ang tamang paggamit ng mouth guard, ay alamin mo muna kung anong kulay ang sinuot mo.
Anong kulay ang sinuot mo?
ba ang sinuot mo?
Mara commercial eh.
Blue.
Tamang-tama pala.
Ayun,
Dahil yung mismo sinusuot mo, yan ang gamit natin para sa example dito.
Ayun.
Napakaswerte mo. Dahil ang pangalawang tamang paggamit ay linisin muna ang mismong
Siyempre,
mouth guard.
sasanitize.
Napakaswerte mo dahil nalinis ko na yan. Ang steps lang ay kailangan ibabad muna siya sa tubig. Dito, ibabad sa gamitin.
Tataka sa klase. Uno ang gloves, uno.
Bakit ba? Takit kaya pala ganun yung lasa. Lasa? Lasa brown. Tanggalin mo! Tanggalin mo!
Inugasan ko na nga eh.
Anong inugas mo?
Yun, hindi binabad ko doon.
Gago ka pa ba't doon bibababad kasi? Hindi ka makalis yung brown.
Memoriatek dito agad.
Boy, alam mo 1 hour ko binabad.
Tipid sa Moriatek ba? Ah, kaya ata 1 hour.
Anong minsan?
Minsan lang dito. Galing mo. Iba ka, Manny. Wala kang tulad, Manny.
Man.
Boy, ito. Piling ko atletas.
Ay, sporty yan.
Boy, hindi ka.
Magsama na naman kayo.
Ha? Hindi. Boy, mapapansin mo, hinihingal ka na. Siguro oras na para mag-exercise tayo.
Bago na lang.
Mag-exercise tayo. Boy, kasi naisip ko lang, ito, ang ganda na itong gawin. Tama. Assemble. Assemble. Oh. Boy, mag-boxing tayo. Pero hindi tayo maglalaban. Suot mo. Suot mo. Ako si Coach Carlos. Coach. Ano mo? Kumbaga boy, pampapawis. Pero ako yung trainer mo. Oh, ano ganyan. Oh. Oh. Ano? Oh. Stance. Right? Oh,
Uy.
right, left. Puti kita mo. Right. Oh. Right. Left. Ganon. Oh, right. Oh, baka maano ka. Teka.
Matamaan pa.
Para masyo tayo. Mount guard din. Mount guard din. Ano nga, mount guard ka.
Wala, mapunta kay Glycerin gate.
Yan.
Yun.
Para ba siyempre safety? Safety. Okay, ready? Okay. Right. Galing. Right, left. Boy, parang ilang ka sa ano, ako ganun eh. Hindi, baka hindi mo alam yung tamang paggamit nung may tutorial dyan eh, mouth guard. Dapat boy, hindi ka masyado nakaganon. Teka, may tutorial akong ginawa dyan eh. Ito, panoorin mo.
Ikaw gumawa?
Oo. Ang tamang paggamit ng mouth guard, alamin mo muna kung anong kulay ang sinuot mo. Anong kulay ba ang sinuot mo? Anong kulay? Blue. Oh. Blue. Tamang-tama pala.
Murag Dora.
Paggamit natin para sa example dito, napakaswerte mo. Dahil ang pangalawang tamang paggamit ay linisin muna ang mismong mouth guard. Eh, napakaswerte mo dahil nalinis ko na yan. Nalinis na yan. Ang steps lang ay kailangan ibabad mo na siya sa tubig. Dito, ibabad.
Oh. Tugyan mo, sir!
Binabad ko na. Binabad ko naman ah. Ha? Binabad ko naman.
Gago ka kuya.
Ano ba?
Napakadugyot mo. Ang pwede naman kahit sa baso lang ibabad to.
Kasi nga may flash nga.
Gago ka.
Galing pa ng boxing.
Oo.
Money.
May potential.
Money Pew.
Manny Pacquiao.
Ha? Ulit.
Pwede.
Ay, mo ulit.
Init man daw.
Saan ang loob mo?
Yun talaga yun.
Ha?
Yun talaga.
Saan mo nakita? Ha?
Wag explain niya.
Uy, pambira, parang di ka tulog ngayon ah!
Hindi naligo kasi ako.
Ano? Mas pambira yun! Yung naligo ka! Boy, ito. Napapansin ko ba kasi ikaw, di ba lagi ka na hinihingal? What if kaya ako mag-exercise na tayo? Boxing.
Ay, tatry ko dapat yan.
Ayun!
Ayun,
Oh,
sakto
pala.
pala.
Akong gloves. Pero kung hindi tayo baboxing, hindi ako ubra sa'yo. Baka umiyak ako. Kailangan ako ulit trainer mo. Di ba? O, kanyari, sample na to. Sample. Uy, mahal yun. Boy, galing pa kay Manny, ano yan? Manny Ningil.
Manikalayan.
Right, ayan. Dito. Tayo saan?
Dito. Masumuntok to.
Right?
Pang.
Right?
Pang.
Right? Right, left. Ganon. Ay, oh, baka maano ka. Hindi, dapat safety rin.
Maano yung ano?
Dapat safety rin. Mag-ano ka. Mouth guard. Oh, siyempre. Hindi, bali mo maano ka. Oh, ganun
Mapoli ka, mapoli.
Ayan mo, pasok mo. Ayan.
Uy.
Ayan, game tayo. Siyempre. Siyempre, safety first.
Oo,
Eh,
tama.
matulog ko eh. Oh, right.
True, true, true.
Right! Right! Right, right! Right, right nga eh! Ay, ko. Ganun eh, naiilang ka ba sa ano? Sa mouth guard? Oh, right, left. Ha?
Kaya hanggang sukat.
Sukat? Baka di ka ano sanay, kasi may ano yan. May tamang paggamit ng mouth guard. Ito, papanoorin muna to. Oh.
Ang tamang paggamit ng mouth guard, alamin mo muna kung anong kulay ang sinuot mo.
Anong kulay?
Anong kulay ba ang sinuot mo?
Blue. Blue.
Tamang-tama pala.
Oh.
Dahil yung mismo sinusuot mo, yan ang gamit natin para sa example dito.
Oh, yun.
Napakaswerte mo. Dahil ang pangalawang tamang paggamit ay linisin muna
Siyempre.
ang mismong mouth guard.
Oh.
Kaya napakaswerte mo dahil nalinis ko na yan.
Ah, nilinis ka na yan.
Eh, kailangan, ibabad mo na siya sa tubig. Dito, ibabad
Murag og gamog tae.
Bakit ba?
Tabla ra gilimugmog ang bawal.
Training pa tayo! Left. Left. Bakit ba? Sayang di kinain niya. Iya.
Murag gilibang ba niya? Gikawag balik ba? Recycle eh.
Ano kinain mo? Ulam ko. Lugaw?
Hindi. Ano, kaldereta.
Wala. Ano sa training natin? Ulit natin.
Gusto ko na tayo.
Awa!
No! Eh, kanya kanina. No!
Boy. Ano ba yan? Kamusta tayo sa mga kapatid natin? Ano ba yan? Ano na? It's Robert!
ang tamang paggamit ay
Tama yung si Rams.
Siyempre.
ang mismo
Siyempre.
Pwede mo dahil nalinis mo na yan. Ang
Nalinis na
steps
yan.
lang ay kailangan ibabad muna siya sa tubig. Dito, ibabad. Dito, ibabad.
Galaw na atlas balay. Among sarat eh.
Kaibigan pa rin tayo. Yung na takay
Ang steps lang ay kailangan ibabad muna siya sa tubig. Dito, ibabad.
Ay, boy, bakit nga? Bakit ko nga binabalik?
Wala na bang iba, Dol?
Lasa, demonyo. Kaya pala parang... Kala ko okay, kala ko ganun talaga yun.
Buti lang una ako.
Tayo, wireless-wireless eh.
Ngayon ka nagpasalamat na ako na ka.
Tama.
Ang steps lang ay kailangan ibabad mo na siya sa tubig. Dito, ibabad. Dito, ibabad.
Color blue na ya.
Ang steps lang ay kailangan ibabad mo na siya sa tubig. Dito, ibabad. Dito, ibabad.
Sir Jim, saan ka pupunta? Saan ka pupunta?
Nababad dyan. Ba't doon yung binabad?
Eh, parang nga may flash. Oo.
Ang pangalawang tamang paggamit ay linisin muna.
Siyempre.
Tama.
Siyempre, gago, linisin muna. Siyempre, linisin muna.
Ang steps
Okay,
lang
oo.
ay kailangan ibabad mo na siya sa tubig.
Oh.
Dito, ibabad.
Puno na, naglaway lang tiles eh. Okay, baka sa to.
Bakit ba? Nililis ko ka eh.
Oo nga.
Nasuntok? Sa pool.
Ang steps lang ay kailangan ibabad mo na siya sa tubig. Dito, ibabad.
Wala kalihok eh. Dito na lang niya eh. Bro accepted his fate.
Silent mode. Silent mode.
Wala.
Ako sarili ko eh.
Nato naman.
Ang steps lang ay kailangan ibabad mo na siya sa tubig. Dito, ibabad.
Oh.
Dito, ibabad.
Listen, may gable. Kina gloves. Mau din akong giuli sa abroad.
Binanggay sa lamin. Binanggay sa
Gago kuya.
Binanggay sa lamin.
Ba't hindi?
Sana din na lang ako umuwi, kuya.
Bakit ako umuwi?
Wala lang mo yun na magtubig sa bowl.
Uy, siya yung nabiktima, hindi nilipat yung straw. Tapos, lumatan.
May palit mo rin?
Ay, hindi yata.
Na naman.
Suki.
Steps lang ay kailangan ibabad mo na siya sa tubig. Dito, iba. Dito, iba.
Bakit ha? Bakit hindi? Ikaw naman. Parang nga malakas yung tama.
Speechless.
Ang steps lang ay kailangan ibabad muna siya sa tubig. Dito, ibabad.
Teka, umpisa na nila na.
Dito, ibabad.
Hindi ba bukas sa gloves?
Ang steps lang ay kailangan ibabad muna siya sa tubig. Dito, ibabad. Dito, ibabad.
Hindi ba malakas suntok? Malakas. May problema tayo. Ubus na yung Listerine.
Fuck!
Puno yan ka
Ubus na yung Listerine. Si Bridget na isusunod.
Kaya...
Tubig-tubig ka.
Hindi, may join naman dito.
Wag, baka
Tablaraga kiss. Eh?
Ibabad muna siya sa tubig. Dito, ibabad. Dito, ibabad.
Karon ba ka?
Parang malakas yung suntok. Alam mo, sa sobrang lakas, di ka? Oh, bumukas ang zipper. Gagi, totoo yan. Alam mo, extra niyan. Asa na extra?
Sino
Yan
last?
lahat.
Ito nga ba?
Ha? Ba't nga hindi? Ha? Ay, sweeted lang ba to?
More fruity yummy flavors, more exciting baon ideas.
Cancel. Sa sunod. Nasira ATV ni Sky. Batang release. Batang release. Batang release. Yara! Yara! Try games. Mr. Beast. Aren lang itak ko rin. Money Heights. All of us are dead. Squid Game cast answer. Was it edited out? Pagkalas ng Amerika sa World Health. PBB.
I remember when Jollibee first came to our country. Waiting in line wasn't worth it. With a few locations within the city, wait time will roughly be 2 hours just to eat. I wasn't one of those guys, so I went into the Storm Pass. Nowadays, easy 5 minutes or less to get your food. I ordered a 10-piece with fries, a price tag of $40, half mild and half spicy. The chicken has a nice texture, is crunchy and juicy. It has a bit of sweetness and a killer spice kick to it, depending on the location. With or without gravy, it stands out by volumes. The gravy is just straight up sorcery. If you ask me, the fries are garbage, but the chicken is flawless. There are techniques to eating this, like the gravy with rice and the skin wrapped around the rice. A little weird. I don't know why I'm imitating others online, but I guess that's how they get you. Overall, chicken out of 10 out of 10 out of 10. I remember when Jollibee first came to our country.
Halo Halo Challenge.
May we have your permission to change things up?
Absolutely.
Oh, okay.
Absolutely.
All right, because we did.
Right.
And we're about to. So this time, instead of seeing Chef Gordon Ramsay in action, we invited some of our favorite chefs. Our favorite chefs to show you how we do it in the Philippines. So you said you have a sweet tooth too. So one of your signature desserts, I don't know if I say this right, Knickerbocker Glory?
Well done. It's exactly that, yes. Yeah.
It's a tongue twister. Knickerbocker Glory actually bears a very close resemblance to our very iconic dessert that we call Halo Halo.
Glory.
Hello, hello.
And it means literally mix.
Yes.
Mix, mix.
Mix.
Halo Halo.
Hello, hello. Yes.
So, ladies and gentlemen,
Let's
we
welcome-
rounded up 4 distinguished guests, all of them foodies in their own right, for our interactive challenge.
What's going on?
We have the youngest. She is Danica Lucero, currently working on her diploma on Culinary Arts and Technology Management at the Center for Culinary Arts, Manila. Next, Ryan Morales Reyes.
Let's go.
Known as locals, Ninong
Sakamoto
Ryan,
Days.
blogger and chef known for his cooking videos that combine humor with culinary instructions. That's Ninong Ryan. Superstar in film, TV, and the kitchen, the presenter of both Master Chef and Junior Master Chef Pinoy Edition, Chef Julian Santos. And last but definitely not the least, we have Bea Therese Kwan, head chef of Gordon Ramsay Bar and Grill Philippines here at Newport World Resort.
Good
Chef
shit.
Ramsay, the floor is yours.
Amazing. Welcome, everybody. Hey, Danica. Good to see you. Mr. Iron Chef. Are you good? Yeah, I'm good. Are you ready? Yes, very. Hey, Diane. Congratulations. You good? Yes. Congratulations on Master Chef. Hello. You good? Yes, sir. You cannot lose this. If we lose this, we're screwed. You and I are out of a job. Amazing. Right, so we're going to put together the most amazing halo, right? You've all got secret ingredients, yes, to transform these incredible dishes. Danica, let's start off with you. What is your secret ingredient?
I have here a kamyas compote. So kamyas is a sour fruit found here in the Philippines. It's crunchy, it's juicy, and it's sour. So it gives that nice balance to the sweet halo.
Love that. Chef, gives us an inside secret ingredient. What have you got?
Talong.
I have here cocoa jam. I think it goes very well with dairy and all the other ingredients. Very accessible also.
Amazing. Just one request from me to keep that hair out of your halo.
Cocoa jam?
That's a very long ponytail, man. Oh my goodness me. Secret ingredient, what have you got?
Black sesame pulveron. It's a local sweet delicacy.
Chef,
What have you stolen from upstairs?
So I have here, chef, the tibuok salt from Bohol, Philippines. This is one of the rare salt in the Philippines. And this, the flavor is like a fruity and smoky flavor.
Amazing. Right, ladies and gentlemen, we need some love. So all these incredible chefs have got 10 minutes to make their incredible dish. Are you guys ready?
Incredible dish.
Are our guests ready? Good. Because your 10 minutes starts now. Let's go. So we're going to get something out first. The getaway is a mental ingredient. Here's our great list of ingredients. Amazing. That's good. Tough competition out there.
Are you familiar with the ingredients that they actually suggest they'll be throwing in to make this interesting for them?
Yeah, absolutely. I think what they're doing is bring in some of those childhood favourites from their grandmas and the kind of stuff they grew up with. This is a treat, this thing, isn't it?
Yes.
This is and there's so many variations of that as well, right? I tasted one yesterday with corn.
There's so many variations.
Really, really good. Right. How you feeling?
Aside that I'm nervous, I am very excited and I'm quite worried with the height. I hope you're not having a hard time because I'm really short. I see you doing that.
You're doing great. The idea and inspiration from this comes from where? Where did the idea come from?
You know, Philippines has a ingrained flavor of sourness, or as we call it, as in here in the Philippines. So I thought, why not incorporate that with something as traditional as halo-halo?
I love that. And how long will it take to build this out? The assembly takes what? 2 minutes? Is it 60 seconds?
Maybe around 4 to 5 minutes.
Right.
Tops, yeah.
Are you confident you can win?
I hope so, yeah.
How competitive are you?
11 out of 10.
I love that.
Yeah.
I love
Yeah.
that. Love that. Chef.
That's the spirit. Be a fun, eh? Barangay, manigninong gidala gatad.
Give me an insight to the layers. How are you going to lay this up?
Not focusing too much on the ingredients, I'm focusing much on the dairy.
On the dairy?
Yes, it encompasses every ingredient, it coats every ingredient, so that's what I'm focusing.
Love that. Yeah. And then in terms of the secret ingredient, how are you incorporating that across this halo-halo?
Just in the milk.
In the milk?
Like this, yes.
Amazing. And this recipe comes, would you say, from grandma, your mother's side?
No, it comes from
you. So you didn't learn anything from mum growing up? I'm going to call her, by the way.
No.
I will call her now and just say, you're being rude.
No.
Mum didn't give you any influence?
She did, also my dad, but this one, it came from me. And other things, yes.
I love that.
Thank you.
Confident you can win?
No.
Come on. You got this. You have got this.
The last two ladies are over here.
Oh, there we are there. What are you cooking over there? Guys, 3 minutes gone, by the way.
Yeah, I'm caramelizing some plantains with butter, and then I'll be adding some condensed milk to it. Just to sweeten the butter and the whole plantains.
Congratulations on the master, by the way.
Thank you.
And we watch that show all the time, as you know.
I do. I watch it with my kids.
Yes.
They just love you so much, and I do too. So it's a thing that we bond over.
I love that. And the secret ingredients, how are you going to incorporate that across this halo?
I have the black sesame pulver on with me already. I'm gonna put it in the middle and I put it some on top. So the balance of the saltiness and the sweetness from the pulver on. There's also a bit of salt on it, so it's not gonna be that sweet.
I love that. And thank you for the facial, by the way.
Thank you.
Your pores opened up over there.
Chef, how are you doing?
Hi, Chef.
You good?
Yeah.
Pressure dia ba?
The team are watching live upstairs on the screen. You know that?
Yes, sir.
Very excited.
Tarungan na magsara ganitong negosyo.
Slow down. You've still got 6 minutes to go.
Yes, sir.
Take your time, okay? You've got this now. Secret ingredient, tell me about this because it's somewhat magical, right?
Yeah, sure. So this one is the tibuok, chef. In Bohol they call it dinosaur, and because of the shape.
Yes.
And it's one of the rare salts in the Philippines, chef.
It's incredible. It's like a little mini World Cup, isn't it?
Chef.
And how old is this?
And that's 19 years ago, chef. It's a very long time. There's only one family who's doing the salt in Bohol, Philippines, chef.
That is beautiful, really beautiful. And what are you doing? You're microplaning it over?
Tagalog, yes.
Saltiness at the end?
I put it
Yung Tagalog, si Gordon,
the salted caramel, chef, and then I mix it with the tibuok.
Oh, yeah,
So the taste of the the caramel won't be too sweet, chef.
Amazing.
Yeah, sure.
Amazing. Looking good.
It's almost done.
I know, you still got literally, guys, you've got 5 minutes to go. Come on. Give them some love.
Everybody make some noise for our poor chef.
So what you've done here, you've got a really nice decoration going on the glass. What's at the bottom?
Yeah, it's Rice Krispies and makapuno. Makapuno is mutated sweet and cold.
Love that. Yeah. And you've got a nice caramel sauce running through there as well?
Yes, that's the Coco Jack.
Love that. And then you've got the Rice Krispies.
Yeah.
Are they salted caramel Rice Krispies or?
No, it's normal Rice Krispies.
Love that. Love that, love that. Congrats. Thank you, sir. How's this looking?
Hi, Chef. So I'm about to make a sweetened jackfruit.
Yes.
It's called minatamis na langka. So I will cook it using dun sa direction.
Love that. And can you just explain that again? Minatamis
na langka.
Nalanka.
Yeah, that's right. Sweetened jackfruit.
The size of those jackfruits are huge, right?
Yes.
Oh my god. How can you tell a jackfruit is ripe from the outside?
It has to be yellowish.
Yellowish. Yeah. Amazing. I love jackfruit. Amazing. Halfway, guys. Come on, give me
Amazing.
Let's go. 4 minutes to go.
Amazing, mate.
We're good? Excited?
Very exciting.
Very
And seeing you in action, actually. Everybody, one of our chefs, whenever, actually all of them, when they see Chef Gordon going to the grill, oh boy.
No, I'd much rather be with them cooking behind
Si
this.
Binbin tira mo lang
Why don't we do a demo
quality
together,
taste.
yes? Shall we? Let's do that. In fact, Kevin and I, Mr. Tan, he's a very good foodie. He'll be up for a demo.
He's right over there. He's right over there.
We can do it
Yeah,
together.
he said yeah.
There you go.
We got it on record.
There we go. There we go. Looking good. I love all the different nuances. They're all bringing their own individual little secret ingredients, and more importantly, they're not going to look the same. But just like on MasterChef, the exciting part is the taste, right? Closing your eyes and devouring that thing.
Well, we're here definitely to surprise you with what Filipino flavor is all about. So we are looking forward to how you'll be
I
taking
love that. Just over 3 minutes to go. Let me check in with them. You okay with that? The jackfruit, you good?
Yes.
Yeah. Amazing. Right. How's that looking?
Caramelized bananas, and now this is my black sesame pulveron.
And this is the secret ingredient, right?
Yeah. Want to taste it?
I'm going to have a look. Please. So what's in there? What else is in there?
There's unsalted butter a bit, and then some milk, some cooked flour, ground black sesame powder.
It's like a lovely little black sesame crumble.
Yes, somewhat like that, yeah.
Yeah, that's lovely. Beautiful.
Thank you.
Excellent. Coming up to 2.5 minutes, ladies and gentlemen. We've got Rice Krispies on top.
Yes, well,
The ice.
yeah, and then we already put the buo on.
Right. And did you just grate that gently?
Yes.
In terms of
Using the microplane chef.
That's lovely. So you've got that nice salted caramel flavour as
Yes.
well, yes? Looking good. Guys, we're coming down to the last 2 minutes, everybody. 2 minutes. 2 minutes. Amazing. Sam, what's your favourite so far?
I can't.
You can't?
I can't. So it's up to you. It's all up to you.
Come on, you're going to be tasting these as well, by the way. You've got to taste these. Great. Talk me through the layers. What's on the bottom?
So it's
Sino, wala ni ice?
And I have here a mixture of coconut cream and evaporated milk. And then on top will be all my milk.
Yes, I love
La
that.
chef na Dota
Ross,
Sede.
bring in the prize, please. Let's go. We have a lovely signed jacket for the winner. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Yo!
That is what is at stake for this amazing.
Pa-frame na yun.
There we go. Yes, that is going to be the prize. And we're going to let out the sides. It'll be fun. We're coming down. We're coming down for the last 60 seconds, guys. Come on, give them some love. Oh, jeez. It's all good. I'll put that over here. Where's he put that? We can put that on there. Yes. We will frame it, okay? You don't need to wear it. Last minute, guys. Come on, give them some love, everybody. Come on. Amazing. Good. Right, what's the finishing pass there? What are you got on there now?
So this is my secret ingredient. Well, it's not the secret anymore. It's the kamyas compote.
Nice. Good. And you use all these ingredients as well, yes?
Yes.
Yeah, I love
So
that.
we have here the leche flan.
And is there a tre leche flan? A beautiful flat.
Yeah.
Amazing. Amazing. 30 seconds, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go, guys. We're getting there. You get it? Let's start from the top. Amazing. Let's go, guys. 20 seconds to go. Come on, let's go. 15 seconds to go.
We're going to count down the last 10, everybody, okay?
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Sir.
Well done.
That was like a very exciting 10
Wow.
minutes.
Right, now for the most exciting part. Quick taste, shall we? Here we go. Let me have a little look. So describe it for me, please.
So I have here, Chef, a mixture of nata de coco, sago, makapuno, the leche flan, and the kamyas compote, and have a mixture of evaporated milk and coconut cream.
Visually, it looks beautiful. I love that.
So I wanted to go for something simple. So usually halo-halo would be coming from a different color. So we have the red sago, but I wanted to go for something neutral.
Yeah. It is really good. Congratulations. Well done. Danica. Chef. Visually, that looks beautiful.
Thank you, Chef.
Describe it for me, please.
It's basically your very simple halo-halo without the fruits, and it's eaten with a straw.
Shit. That is sweet.
Thank you.
That is sweet. Oh my God.
Filipinos are very strong.
Yes.
But of course, we have to mix it. That's why it's called halo-halo.
Yeah, mix.
No, good.
I don't want to make a mess. I do not want to make a mess.
Yes, now you drink the milk.
Drink the milk,
Yes.
have a little taste there. I can feel my arteries jamming up.
That's what it's supposed to do.
I came here to open a restaurant, not for a heart bypass operation. Thank
We
you.
have very good doctors
Oh
here.
my God. That is... right, visually, that looks beautiful. Describe it for me, please.
Chef, I have for you black sesame halo-halo with some nata de coco. It's like coconut juice that's fermented. And I used coconut milk and evaporated milk for the ice.
Wow.
Some leche flan and some cubes of cheese in there as well. And some sweetened jackfruit.
And how much flan have you got in there?
Just like a tablespoon.
It's good. It's really good. I love the black sesame seed. Thank you. Wow, look at this. It looks like a World Cup that's come to the Philippines. Describe it, please, darling.
Hi, Chef. So this one, I use the mango ice cream.
Oh my God.
Yes. Also, I use the penuchka. Penuchka is a cane sugar, Chef.
Wow.
Instead of using white sugar or brown sugar, I use the cane.
Wow.
Cane sugar.
Oh my goodness me. Right. This has been really tough. Really tough. First of all, give it up for these 4 amazing chefs. Wow. It's a tough one. This is really tough. Come in, buddy. Chef, come in. First of all, well done. That's an extraordinary 10 minutes. There's no lows, it's all highs, let me tell you. And I'm high as a kite now with all that sugar. Oh my goodness me. When I want Jesse James to wake up now, I'm going to feed him a hello for his breakfast, lunch and dinner. There was one I felt that had an edge that separated, just in terms of the contrast, but the balance. Congratulations goes to... Danica, well done! Congratulations. Well done. Chef, well done. Well done.
Congratulations, Danica!
Good job, by the way. Amazing. Seriously. Thank you.
And with that, give ourselves a round of applause. That's Nika, Nino, Ryan, Julian, and Bea.
Thank you, guys. Really job well done. One more time, give up for these 4 exceptional chefs. Thank you, guys. Please.
Gordon Ramsay. Boost to you. Who knows me better? Freaking cast their own show. House tour. Couch map. Tipsy MZ. Get banana, sir. BRB, CR, sir. BRB. Oh my god. YouTube music. YouTube studio. Library. Audio library. Nah. Because. Barbie the music. What music? Genre hip hop. Yeah, mood guy. Funky. Yo. Sound. Ano ba ito yung one? Sama ni Netflix. Kanya siguro ba? Netflix. Thorny Woo. Spoiler ba kanina? K-Con. 트레일러 나간?
제 이름은 똑바로 읽어도 거꾸로 읽어도 우영우입니다. 기러기 토마토 스위스 인도인 별
Taiyek. Chinese manidal. Oh,
별똥별 우영우. 겹삼요.
되게 재밌어요.
이 아가씨가 변호사예요?
우영 정체가 뭡니까? 바보인 척하면서 우리 놀리는 거 아니야?
우영우 변호사, 건방지게 누가 누굴 가르치려고 드는 거야 지금?
야, 변호사는 그것만 잘하면 돼. 있습니다.
있습니다.
있습니다. 글쎄 눈에. 이런 인재를 한바다가 안 데려오면 누가 데려옵니까?
나는 변호사님이랑 같은 편 하고 싶어요. 변호사님 같은 변호사가 내 편을 들어주면 좋겠어요.
있습니다.
있습니다. 있습니다. 있습니다.
Thoughts. Regional versus way. Breakfast business. Dear message. Answers 10 questions about.
있습니다. 있습니다.
Watching more amazing era. Nasa YouTube?
있습니다.
The veterans.
있습니다.
Laman gag. Cybersecurity hacker. Yang usa kaya attorney bagid pak. Things.
있습니다.
Squid Game. Filming the games. Kanina. Ano? 400 ka to? Yoro!
구상을 해.
뭐지? Woo and her BFFs. Marong, okay? Yo, what the F? Lie detector. Breaking news. Alright, Anadul. Casino Wars. Kita na Casino Wars. Yuki! Kawamura! Someday. Mobs? Kita lang yung Mobs versus last game. Kita lang Mavericks. Pencil! You found your DNA. Odin. Was not Filipino. Timberwolves. Utopia. Big Bang. Copyright. Bang, bang, bang. Bam, bam, bam. Ta-da-tum-na. Ta-da-tum. Ta-da-tum-na. Ta-da-tum. Bang, bang, bam. Lumpia. Wow. Copyright sedang kok ano? B.O.G. in a play like this. Barabachara. Oh, mil. Grabe yun eh. Bang, bang, bang. Bam, bam, bam. Ta-ra-tum-ma-na. Ta-ra-tum-ma. Ta-ra-tum-ma-na. Ta-ra-tum-ma. On a bag, go-cha, go-cha. Ta-ra-tum-ma. Bang, bang, bang. Don't want that, don't wanna see you daddy. Don't you want you chicken? Mono, shit. No, chiro. Timbara, jebo. B.I.G. anything like this. Spoiler no. Sige, spoiler. Sorry. 아니라.
원래 시즌 1에서는 어떤 순간에 납치되듯이 이렇게 됐잖아요. 트레일러 내부의 모양이 좀 이상하죠? 왜일까요? 안녕하세요. 오징어 게임 출연자 박규영입니다. 네, 지금부터 오징어 게임 시즌2 영상을 함께 시청해 보겠습니다.
피드백 baka nino?
마지막으로 한 번만 더 찾아봐 주세요. 부족하면 돈은 더 가져다 드릴게요.
노을은 북에서 군인 생활을 하다가 탈출을 한 그런 캐릭터고요. 그 과정에서 본인들의 가족을 잃게 되고 잃어버린 가족, 딸을 찾는 것이 유일하게 살아가는 이유이라고 말할 수 있는 그런 가장 어둡고 정말 어두운 그런 캐릭터입니다.
엄마 아빠도 없이 그 돌쟁이가 혼자 북조선에서 어떻게 살아남았겠어?
분명히 살아있을 수 있을 거라고 했는데 어떻게 그 아이가 살아있겠냐라는 말을 듣고 감정적으로 굉장히 동요를 많이 하는 노을의 모습입니다. 노을에게는 그냥 간신히 붙잡고 있던 삶의 의지가 거의 상실되는, 없어져 버린 그런 순간이거든요.
죄송합니다. 바로 차 옮길게요.
강노을 씨.
죄송합니다.
아, 근데 이렇게 편집된 거 보니까 너무 신기하다. 네, 이 실루엣이 뭔가 익숙하지 않나요, 여러분? 시즌 1에서 봤던 어떠한 실루엣입니다. 이 명함 다들 아시죠? 이 명함을 노을이도 받게 됩니다. 그래서 고민을 하죠. 네. 참가를 할 것인가 말 것인가 하는데 이 장소는 참가를 하겠다라는 결심을 하고 트레일러에 몸을 실으러 가는 그런 장면입니다. 원래 시즌 1에서는 어떤 순간에 납치되듯이 이렇게 됐잖아요. 트레일러 내부의 모양이 좀 이상하죠? 왜일까요? 오징어 게임이 이루어지는 곳으로 이동을 하게 됩니다. 우리는 사실 제가 바로 그 참가자가 아닌 핑크가드였어요, 제가. 이렇게 큰 소리로 말해보는 게 오늘 거의 처음이어서 도파민이 막 나오는 그런 장면입니다. 사실 게임의 참가자들 말고 그 게임의 진행자들은 어떠한 서사를 가지고 참가하게 되었는지는 설명이 안 되었던 부분이잖아요. 근데 저로서 어떤 그 핑크 가드의 서사 중에 하나를 설명할 수 있었던 것 같아서 너무 좋았습니다. 많은 분들께서 제가 참가자라고 알고 계셨을 터인데 놀라셨길 바랍니다. 네. 네, 오징어 게임 시즌2를 시청해주신 많은 팬분들 정말 너무나도 감사드립니다. 네, 새로운 캐스트들과 함께 돌아온 오징어 게임 시즌2는 오직 넷플릭스에서. See you on 넷플릭스.
넷플릭스. Sheesh. No, Oliver started. Red light, green light. Oh no. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. The Sleeping Beauty of Asia. Damn. That's tough, bro. Coming from Gordon Ramsay, bro. Damn, bro.
Drink Del Monte Fiber Enriched after your all-day kain to cleanse your tummy nightly.
4 contestants, 1 secret ingredient each, and a 10-minute countdown. This is what multi-Michelin-starred chef Gordon Ramsay brought along to his first ever visit to the Philippines. A taste of what it's like to be in one of his reality cooking shows. In an interactive segment held at the Newport Performing Arts Theater, he challenged 4 contestants to a cook-off to put a spin on a classic Filipino dessert, halo-halo. In the end, culinary student Danica Lucero impressed Chef Gordon with her use of kamyas compote. Chef Gordon called Filipino food the sleeping beauty of Asia.
I said it before, Filipino cuisine for me is like the sleeping beauty of Asia. And to be part of that, and to share it with the team, honestly, it's a dream. It really is a dream.
He also shared that some of his favorite dishes are sisig tacos and bone marrow, both of which he tasted in a Filipino restaurant in Australia.
That's where Filipino cuisine should be. Absolutely bang on. It was delicious.
Filipino talent also took center stage. Chef Gordon recently challenged the food content creator Abby Marquez, or the Lumpia Queen, to make a lumpia version of his famous dish, the beef Wellington.
There's the future, likewise, with a young sort of no fear. I'm going to do this for Gordon in a spring roll with a traditional wrapper, and it was exquisite.
Chef Gordon says he sees so much potential in young Filipino chefs, especially those working in his Manila kitchen. One of Chef Gordon's secret ingredients to success is his desire to constantly learn more about the culture and traditions of every place he builds a restaurant in. He loves the Philippines so much, in fact, he announced 3 more restaurants in the making. Marie Lozano, Billionaire News Channel.
She. Master Chef. Lee Jong Jae. Take Delagona. Later. Jolly commercials. Strict rules. Kung siguro nino. Sautism. Red light, green light. Star. Grabe as caption. Star. Bro. What was top 10 questions? Damn! 62 records eh? Grabe naman yan si Caitlin Clark. Grabe. Ganap sa team payment fair. Sandani. Random Shiva. British high schoolers. Try Jollibee. Don't buy a status car. Practical advice. Wait, eh? The legend. All the. What if your girlfriend's parents a gangster? SBS. 9 suspects under charges are JP Anglo. Maduge Madare Choro Narum Chovale. Love is true. Calling young man uncle. 아저씨? 뭐라 아저씨?
써니예요. 오늘 왓썹 유튜브 안녕하세요. 써니예요. 오늘 멋진 오빠들을 아저씨로 만들어 볼게요. 바로 보시죠. Let's get it. 냐냐냐냐. 저 죄송한데 제가 너무 안 따져서 그런데 혹시 한 번만 도와주실 수 있으세요? 와, 감사합니다 아저씨.
감사합니다 아저씨. You did not, bro. Tony Magnariz na ni mo ba ajushi mo de? Ajushi? Kaya ako na din ako mabalik nga dito eh. Di man ajushi? Panabi ni mo sa mga amigo ba? Bro, na shorty ni Dol, bro. Pero tingnan mo, ajushi, bro. Bati, bro, eh. Ajushi hindi, bro. Ni slow mo, unta, bro. Gwapa ka siya, bro. Pero tingnan mo, ajushi, bro. Next life na lang, bro. $230. 36. 20 lang, 20. Ajushi. Are you?
민서야,
네.
민서가 그동안 연예인들 나와도 잘 못 알아봤잖아.
네.
그래서 사람들이 민서가 모르는 척 하는 거
What's
아니야?
up, bro? Tiyan na dali. Escape. Dalgona candy. Asa mo Johnny? Mute pa na dal. Langas kay dal. Ajushi. No, ito mandal. Sa dal. And sa talayad, guys. Sa ta, guys. Or BRB. Pwede na ganun yung BRB, no? And sa ta. And stream.